Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm using my phone camera like always, and I'm working on propping it up. Okay, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm a full-time reseller. You may know me as Honey Rags if you're in the reseller community. Obviously, bottom line, this video is going to be me taking you guys to the bins with me. And obviously I'm going to do a commentary voiceover so you guys can kind of get my thought process when I'm going through the bins to see like what I'm looking for. Kind of like an insight into like my strategy and my, like I said, my thought process when I'm at the bin. So I'm really going to try hard for that. Now, if that's all you care about, fast forward like 30 seconds because what I'm about to say, if you're not interested in anything but like the nitty gritty, fast forward for like 30 seconds. This is my first video where I actually showed you guys, I'm showing you guys my face now that my eyebrows are microbladed. Now this is not important at all. This is the most useless thing I could be telling you as a reseller. Personally, it's very important. I got my eyebrows microbladed. I actually love them. So I had 2.5 weeks ago, or is it my 3-week mark now? Either way, they're not fully healed until 6 weeks, so they are lighter than, I don't want to say they're lighter than they're going to be, because this is about the color they're going to stay. But the tail over here has to do a little bit more healing, and then I go back for my 6-week appointment where she puts a little more strands in. So I know a lot of people over on Instagram were curious about that. Microblading, most of you know, you're just adding pigment with like little strokes of a blade basically to make them really look like hairs. So this is my first video with microbladed eyebrows, and I love it because like I'm a face toucher and I'm eccentric, and I'm always like rubbing my face, and I'm always like on the verge of wiping off an eyebrow completely because no matter what kind of makeup I use, you know, I have a very smooth forehead and I could just wipe my eyebrows away really easily. So I feel like it's a big confidence booster. Also, one last thing really quickly, which I'm not saying to like, I'm not going to include myself in reseller drama. I do not have the mental or emotional capacity for it. However, a few weeks ago, I had like a ton of people commenting and messaging me on Instagram, and they're like, I love you guys so much, by the way, because people were like, oh, you are a breath of fresh air. I love that you don't have any drama. Like, you're just to the point with reselling and you're not involved. And I'm like, what happened? Like, what do you mean? What drama? Not that I would ever want to be a part of it, but like I had like way more, like a huge spike in people saying like, oh, I love that you're not a part of the drama. And I'm thinking, so apparently there was like this big event in the reseller community. And I missed it. It happened like months ago, like maybe not months ago, but like weeks ago. And I totally missed it. So like I quickly tried to catch myself up, and I'm still like, anyway, I still don't know what's going on. But the reason I brought this up is because I just want to let you guys know, and I'm nosy, so usually I know when drama's happening, but not that I speak on it ever, but I really totally, this one went right past me. Like I just went the whole reseller community, and you know, one side of it was like just having a breakdown, reasonably, or expectedly, I should say, for what actually happened to some people. It was like having a crisis mode in the reseller community, and I'm just making my reseller memes like, you know, all happy. So yeah, I really, I love you guys, and I love that you don't care that I'm always out of the loop, because I just document myself. Like that's all. I've never really teamed up with anybody, so that's irrelevant. All right. I just wanted to say that because I thought it was really funny, because I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Which proved I don't know what's going on ever. All right, let's go into the Goodwill bins because I've been talking for like 10 minutes. So this was my cart. I checked the time. It was 45 minutes after I arrived that my cart looked like that. So I did not record for the first 45 minutes. So what you're about to see is the second cart full, because I got 2 cartfuls. It was all bread and butter. Okay, so this is a new to me brand, and I kind of sped this up a bit. It's NHLPA. It's a Roots athletic brand, And you guys know I love picking up Roots. It's a Canadian-based activewear brand. I looked that up and it was hard to find comps on it. But the comps that I did find, it seemed like it was worth picking up. Maybe I'll be able to sell it for like $25 to $30. Oh, this dress I got excited about. It was Artelier by Nicole Miller. I used to pick up her stuff, specifically that line of her stuff, but I no longer pick it up, so I left it behind. So I looked over to this bin. I literally picked up a Ninja Turtle, and there was an UGG blanket. And the UGG thing was very visible. I have no idea how so many people walked past that. That little doll that I showed you guys was also some type of like collectible 80s doll that I picked up. I found these Bogs, these men's UGG loafers. I found these Sorels, which I ended up putting back because the basic ones do sell, but I hate shipping boots. So they weren't really, if they would have been any other like pattern Sorel, I would have definitely picked them up. So this is when I started finding more Talbots blazers, which I don't think I've told you guys this yet. I do not pick up Talbots. It's a brand like comparable to J. Crew and Banana Republic and Ann Taylor, I guess. But there were, Wooden Ships. Did you guys see that? I found that Wooden Ships, which is a great brand to find. It has a cult-like following. So the Talbots I just don't pick up. But oh my God, I forgot about this. Okay, I'm just reviewing this. It's the next day. So I found that 360 cashmere sweater. 360 cashmere. They also make just 360 sweater. I usually sell those for between $30 to $60 a sweater. The cashmere one will sell for more. Like on the higher end of that. United Knitwear. This is a new to me brand, but it seemed nice and it was in the same bin as the Wooden Ships and the 360 sweater, cashmere sweater. So I took a chance on it. I did look up comps, but I couldn't find that many. Anyway, the Talbot stuff, I'll explain it to you guys later when I'm showing you guys the haul. But I found 16 or 17 Talbots blazers and jackets, and they were all either new without tags because they still had the like button thing on the side, or like literally excellent condition. So I'm going to take my chances with the Talbots blazers. It was really hard for me to leave them behind. They were all clean, yeah. So I'll try to update you guys in one of my videos if I'm moving the Talbots blazers or if I'm sitting on them, because I bought 17. So hopefully, it was at the bins, so it's worth the risk. So this is a morel jacket, which I do pick up some morel jackets if they're special. I do not pick up basic ones like that, even though it did have a pattern. Oh, I spotted this Matilda Jane women's line maxi dress. And Matilda Jane, you usually want like the nice frilly quirky patterns, but I'm going to try to sell that one around 22 on Poshmark. Anyway, this is a brand new with tags loft dress. I would not pick this up at the Goodwill store. However, what I think I'm going to do with this one is bring it to a local consignment shop and see if they can give me they'll probably offer me $7 to $9 for it, but that's basically a free $6, and I bring my stuff to the consignment stores in bulk, so it's not like I have to waste gas going to there over and over again for a $6 piece at a time. I'll bring in a whole bag of $6, $7, $8 pieces that I paid $1 for at the bins, and it's not enough to make an income off of, but I'm already digging through the bins anyway. It's just kind of a hobby thing, and it's nice to have that disposable cash from the consignment shops every once in a while. So I was going through this bin, which was picked over. I think I'd already looked through it once, but I was kind of waiting for more to come out, and I noticed this Christian Dior vintage nightgown. It's maybe late 70s, 80s. I've sold quite a bit of vintage Christian Dior. I don't know why I find it more than other vintage luxury brands, but the price point is, decent. It's not like it is with a more contemporary piece, clearly. But there is a market for vintage Christian Dior. I think I'll list that one around 40 or 50. Okay, guys, so I'm back home. This is my trunk, so ignore this. But so it looks full, but this actually doesn't do it justice because I put my third row down. So this goes all the way back. So this is not, I spent about 3.5 or 4 hours at the bins. This is not a typical size haul. I mean, I have had hauls this big before, but I made a point to post them on Instagram because they are normally not this big. And it's mostly bread and butter. There's a bunch of Talbots, blazers, and jackets that I normally wouldn't pick up, but I'll explain that to you guys later. So that takes up maybe like 30% of this haul, or else it wouldn't be as big. I'm very happy and grateful that I live in an area where this is possible, so I'm not going to complain, but volume resellers will know what I mean when I say this. I'm mad at myself because this is so much work. Like, I just brought this much more work home, which that's the goal. Like, that's always the goal. So I know, like, I don't mean it like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten all this stuff. It's just, this is a lot of work ahead of me, and that's like all I can think about when I look at this, so I don't even want to deal with it right now. I just want to go inside and like order Grubhub, and then I'll deal with it tomorrow. So it's raining, and you guys would think I have a better system than this to empty this, but I figured because it's raining, I could just put everything into garbage bags and haul it inside. You'd think I'd have a better system, like a tub or like one of those foldable, collapsible totes, but I don't. I have a great value garbage bag. Okay, so normally with my haul videos, I like to have everything presented, but because everything has to be washed, I'm just gonna pull it straight from the trunk and kind of show you guys like the noteworthy brands, because there's no way I can go through all of them. Okay, so I do want to show you guys this, even though I'm keeping it for myself. This is actually hand painted acrylic on canvas. It's not striking me as something like I should research this person's artwork. Even though it's very talented, it's just something that I'm going to keep for myself. It's right up my alley. I really like that. I like painting myself, so I don't know who would donate that. It's really pretty. I found these UGG men's slippers, which I actually picked up for my feet. I picked up to resell, I'm not gonna lie. But then I noticed these, and I was gonna put this little tear, and I was gonna put it back, but I'm like, you know what, my fiance can loaf around in these. The Talbots blazer issue. I do not, if you follow me, you know I don't pick up Talbots. Almost any piece, unless it is like a trench leather jacket with, you know, I mean, it is very rare that I won't even pick up new tags Talbots. It is a good bread and butter brand. It's right up there with J. Crew, and sometimes I pick up J. Crew still, but it's just one of those brands that hasn't really worked out much for me in the past. Not to say that I haven't sold it. But what happened was there was a brand new bin that got brought out that wasn't picked over, and the entire bin, like 70% of it was nothing but Talbots, blazers and sweaters and suits, all in size 4 and size 2. So I'm like, my interest is piqued, right? Because I'm like, these seem brand new. Like, who would own this many blazers? I said I wasn't going to show you guys everyone, but I just want you to see like how many there are. This is Talbots. This is Talbots. This one's actually like a really cute polka dot Talbots blazer. I like the pattern. This one's just a Talbots. This one, they go all the way back. And I even went as far as, look at this adorable vest. And I even went as far as picking up like some of the Talbots fleeces. Now, they had so many Talbots pieces that I'm like, this has to be some type of liquidation. Like, I don't feel like somebody would have this much Talbots in their closet. So I thought it was liquidation, but once I realized they're all the same size, I was like, oh my God, somebody really just likes Talbots. And there were so many sweaters and dresses and all that were pants that I passed on because I just wanted to focus on the blazers and jackets. And there were a lot of styles that I left behind. I did leave behind the plain styles. So these, I think I'm just exclusively going to list on Poshmark. This is actually my favorite Talbots piece. It's like a cozy Sherpa. So that's the Talbot story. These, if you guys saw, these are called, I don't remember the name of these dolls. I didn't realize that they were, oh, one more thing about the Talbots. That's really important too. About half of the pieces still have the tags on the inside, the buttons, not the price tag, but the button tag, which I can list new without tags because you can't wash or wear the pieces, with the tags and the button insert still in. So that's awesome too. Anyway, back to these. These Patootie Hug-A-Bunch, I think they're called Hug-A-Bunch dolls. Is that what they're called? Impkins. Anyway, yeah, Hug a Bunch dolls. Sorry, my neighbors think I'm a crackhead. I'm like sitting out here filming a bunch of random dolls in my car, and now I'm embarrassed. I just moved into a new neighborhood. I like want to be impressive. Okay. Anyway, they come with these little babies. So I looked them up because I'm like, you know, sometimes like that weird 80s toy stuff brings back nostalgia, and like they're hard to find nowadays. And they actually freaking sell. I found 3 big dolls and like 8 or 9 tiny dolls. After looking at comps, I think I can sell the whole lot for like $60 to $70, which is nuts. All right, so here's another liquidation thing. So these are, the brand is Leading Lady. These are new without tags bras. I think I got like 7 of the same color, all different sizes, and then a couple of these. Now retail like $17.99. Which I think honestly is great because my best friend gets plus size bras and she spends like $60 to $70 a bra sometimes because it's hard to find her size. So the fact that they're actually making, like, there's a nice brand that makes quality, affordable bras for bustier women, and I mean, that's just, I love that. So anyway, mine, they don't actually have the tags, but same type of thing. They have these ones have like little PO labels, or I can't even explain it, like little plastic things. I'm gonna list these for like $12 a bra, which some of you might say that's not even worth doing, but I'm like, I always say volume over quality. As far as like if we're looking at high-end brands, I do volume and it works for me. Fabletics, not something I normally pick up, but it is actually a long tunic. I could even call this a hoodie sweater dress. Here's the other one. I found a pair of 1995 Levi's and 1997 Levi's, 550s. This is really cool. So this is a nice old, this is reminding me of, I want to say 1920s to 1930s. Don't know what it is. It's like some type of attachment tin, but the tins are collectible, and it's just giving me like a steampunk aesthetic. I really love it. So I don't, probably like $20. I got some stuff for my kids here. Oh, I think I showed you guys this brand. Oh, this one I didn't get to show you guys. Oh no, my bras. This is a nice Intimately Free by Free People. Now the reason I like this one is because it reminds me of Gun Sacks Prairie dresses, and it's actually a slip. So I really like that. Here's another one of those bras. Oh, I did find a pair of Miss Me jeans, which at the bins I try to pass on, but the ones with like the angel wing pockets usually sell for me. So I found this 360 cashmere sweater. I found a wooden ships sweater in here somewhere. Some more Talbot stuff. Oh, you guys saw that Christian Dior one? Oh, I found this North Face. These I'll put on Poshmark for like $15, literally. This one, I'm going to brush it out real nice. Some of you are like, oh, it's only $15. It's not worth my time. Well, I genuinely do like the act of rescuing clothing. Obviously I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't making a profit, but I do actually enjoy feeling good about saving a piece of clothing. This is a Peter Grimm hat, which are solid sellers for me. I'm not going to dig this whole pile, you guys. Oh, this is crazy that I would find 2 of these in the same month. A 1950s swimsuit. 1950s. Wait. No, this is not 1950s. This is 1960s. Oh man, you'd think I would know. I'm supposed to be good at that. Anyway, Maxine of Hollywood. So this would be a late 1960s suit. I like this giraffe print, and it has the adorable the button closure back, but the buttons are missing, and I have a lot of cute vintage blue buttons, so I'm gonna replace the buttons. Anyway, that's all I have to show you guys. Oh, here's another. Sorry if I'm screaming into the camera. This is a pair of New Tags Michael Kors pants, so marked down to $39. New Michael by Michael Kors I don't pick up, but New Tag pants, I think I'll list those on Poshmark for like $20. And if I feel like not doing that, then I'll just send those to the consignment shop too. There were a couple other pieces that I wanted to show you guys. Here's one. This is a New to Me brand, and I actually bought it for myself, but it might have like resale potential. Social Standard by Sanctuary. I love Sanctuary. I hardly pick it up anymore, but this is just I'm going to use this as a nightie, a little night sleeper. Anyway, I'll just save the rest for another day. As you can see, I have a lot of work to do and I'm stressed out. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. If you made it this far, I say this in every video and I feel like you guys don't understand how much I appreciate you, especially like I mentioned earlier, after I found out all of the reseller drama that was going on. I kind of self-reflected because I'm like, and I'm not even going to say, if you don't know what's going on, I don't want to be the one to tell you. Just go on Instagram and hashtag reseller drama. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I don't fully know what's going on. I've watched like 2.5 videos. Anyway, what I want to say is I truly appreciate every single one of you. And after this whole drama thing happened and I really self-reflected, I'm like, wow, I could not imagine being a reseller without my community, as corny as that sounds. And you guys like are way over the top, like being so nice to me. I've never experienced anything like that in my life and it means the world to me and I love you. And there's also a link to my Instagram down below in the description, which I always tell you guys, honey.rags. Happy thrifting, happy selling, and stay safe.